Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys, girls, and all of our non-binary friends, and welcome to this, a brand new day. And remember, no matter who you are valid. And indeed, it is a brand new day. And this makes me laugh. I had just started to record, and it's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Phone's been quiet all day. I start to record, phone rings, spam call. Anyway, thumbs up for that. It is a brand new day, and oh boy. Yeah, I have been, while I'm getting over the disruption in schedule from having a colonoscopy last week, because, oh boy, talk about a disruption in schedule. I mean, I had to change everything that I was eating, and then stop eating, and then pack myself with laxatives, and it was uncomfortable, and then going in for the procedure was, that was a big shocker. And then Friday, the day after, taking it easy to let the anesthetic come out of my system. Big disruption in my schedule. And then this week, well, I'm just trying to survive. And that's a good thing. I like to survive. Survival is a good thing. Bad part is, for whatever reason, and I know why, I have cyclical depression. My manic state in my cyclical thing is, if this is baseline normal, I'm usually right here. And then from here, I dip and then come back up, and then dip and come back up, and dip and come back up. Since I've been taking medication through the years, my schedule like that has gotten a little bit messed up. But there are mega waves behind and underneath everything. And right now, I am in the trough of a mega wave. Even with the antidepressant tablets I'm taking, which have the ADD effect. Well, I take Wellbutrin and the medication called guanfacine, both of them for ADHD/ADD. One does the physical effects, one is more for the mental one. I can't remember which is which. But I take Wellbutrin, the antidepressant, and that's got the brakes on a little bit, but I am thundering down into a mega depression trough right now. Not anything terrible. I'm going to survive it. It's just things that I would normally find entertaining and good aren't. I mean, when I used to call my sister, if she didn't answer the phone, I would leave, she has like 2 minutes of voicemail time. Frequently, I'd run out. Now it's like, well, I'm out walking, give me a call, or not, bye. And that's it. I am riding a mega depression wave straight down. I'm not going to let it do anything horrible to me, I hope. I mean, I'm not going to let it affect me terribly. I've dealt with this my whole life. I'm not going to do anything stupid. It's just, no fun. I just have to ride it out and wait for it to finish. Ugh. As it is, though, I did go to Walmart today, and I bought food, mostly cans, so I couldn't buy much, and some extra tea, which I couldn't get the kind of tea that I really wanted. Well, it's far away, but I want to get, they have these in the 100 tea bag types, and it's not cheap store brand type, it's another one. And it comes with 100 tea bags, and it's nice. But I got some of that, and then for just basic black tea that actually tastes pretty good. Let's see if I can bring the box out here. It is like real basic bitch tea, just simple, and it tastes good. I like this. It's just simple tea, nothing special in it or about it, but it tastes nice. Whereas I also, of course, still enjoy things like Earl Grey, because the bergamot, this is very expensive. It's got like 20 bags, and it's like $6. Whereas you can get 100 tea bags, and this is like under $3. Like I said, this is basic bitch tea. But then I'm a basic bitch myself, so I'm not going to complain. But yeah, been surviving, going out for walks. I drank a whole bunch of fluids today, and so my normal walk, that would have been like a 4-mile thing, I went like a tenth of the way and then walked back because my bladder was about to explode, and then went to Walmart, and on my way back my bladder got so full that I was almost ready to explode by the time I get back. My kidneys, for all that I have abused my body and I'm older, a lot of part of my body work, a lot of parts of my body still work amazingly well, whereas I've got the expected, hey, this stuff is happening because of old age thing. I am having trouble tasting salt in a lot of cases anymore. Now the thing is, I taste salt until I overload. Like, I love the taste of salt. So if I eat something and it's got a little bit of taste of salt on it, I will continuously add more salt to it so it gets saltier and saltier. The problem is, I have reached a point where it'll go, oh, this is salty, oh my gosh, this is salty, bam. I can't taste salt anymore. Suddenly, I will only be able to taste like the anti-caking agent that they mix in with salt. That's what I can taste. The actual salt is gone. And then it has to reset, and it takes a while. I don't know what that one is. When you get older, you find it harder to taste stuff. And as you get older and you lose more taste buds, it gets harder and harder to taste things. That's why a lot of older people pack a lot of sugar into everything that they eat, because they can't taste anything else. And who wants to eat styrofoam? No one. So they put sugar on it so they can taste it. Well, luckily I can still taste, but when I put on too much salt, suddenly there's no more salt at all. I can still taste stuff just fine. I gotta just not use salt. Well, which, again, now, even my hearing, I mean, I can hear things that I shouldn't be hearing, especially how badly I've abused my body over the decades. Even is like, my wife has been gone for 10 years, so like 12 years ago, I would be in our minivan with the music cranked up almost to the maximum, to the point you could hear it way out, and it was loud. And yet, I got great hearing. Don't know why, don't know how, but I'm glad I do. So thumbs up for that. But past that, I've not really been able to do much. I've been going out for walkies. I went for 3 walks yesterday, and that was a good thing. And I've gone for 1 this morning so far. What I'm trying to do is do a morning walk, an afternoon walk, and then an evening walk. Because with my computer equipment non-existent at the moment, I mean, not non-existent, but what I used to be able to do compared to what I can do now, I've got a lot of free time, so I spend more time going out on walks. So that's a good thing, exercise-wise. And since I need to live as long as possible, and by need, I mean, I just don't want to run towards the black wall of oblivion any faster than I have to. It's only a couple blocks away, comparatively. I don't want to run toward it any faster than I have to. Put off dashing into that black wall of oblivion as long as possible. Oh boy. I mean, I don't know. I'd love to live as long as, say, former President Trump or current President Biden. You know, my genetic father lived to 81. My mother lived until she was 74. So, who knows? But I'd sure like to last as long as possible. Don't want to die any quicker than I need to, or have to. Luckily, my body has been an amazing machine, but I don't want to put it under any more stress than I need. Which, as a quick one, I'm sure I've said it before, but when I went into rehab, in fact, I know I have. When I went into rehab, they had never seen a living body with as much ammonia in its system off the autopsy table. Which, you know, living body wouldn't be on the autopsy table. But, yeah, too much ammonia in my system. And that's a side effect of you dying fast. And I blew a .545 on the breathalyzer. I mean, that's one thing that I shouldn't have lived through, and I did. And then, of course, still finding out, I'm still weirded out by the fact that I had a heart attack at some point and didn't even know that it happened. That's not supposed to happen. I should have been at least emailed so I could go, hey, you're going to have a heart attack on this day. Oh, I should be prepared. Is it really happening? Huh. Anyway, though, I'm going to continue to try and play computer games. I have been playing a lot of Grocery Store Simulator. Everybody I see online is playing Supermarket Simulator. I bought one called Grocery Store Simulator. Sure, I'll try that in English. I'm quite sure that these things are largely just asset flips. Except there does seem to be actual programming going into at least some of it. Which, if you buy an asset pack, they give you the basic programming. It's up to you to adjust the programming for what you want it to be and to add new programming for new things. It's a base. But if you just take it and then turn it and sell it, that's just an asset flip. They seem to be doing things to make it good and different in Grocery Store Simulator. One of the things I like, as opposed to Supermarket Simulator, which you see a lot of people like Markiplier online and all. Well, of course, Markiplier is online, but you see him playing Supermarket Simulator. But Grocery Store Simulator, you have voices of the people when they come into your store. And yeah, you're still sitting at your cash register and you're cashiering, which is a crazy thing to do. You know, I go and I freak out and I spend time putting all my inventory on the shelves, and then I get behind the counter and I cashier until enough inventory is gone that I have to go back and restock the shelves. What a crazy thing to do as a game. And yet, I play it on purpose and enjoy it. Even as I get stressed out by games like that. Even Stardew Valley, I find so stressful, I find it difficult to play. So I don't, because it's just so stressful. And yet, it's one of those cozy games where you don't have to worry and stress. But I freak out because there's so much stress from them. Thumbs up for that. But I am working on my various settings. I'm working on my solo RPG stuff. I'm working on board game stuff. I'm working on all sorts of things, so it's not just nothing at all. And this is, you know, flipping around because I still haven't changed the power options that the screen doesn't turn off. I mean, it might save the monitor. I don't know. So I'm going to continue trying to do the best I can through the rest of the day. I'm going to edit, render, upload all of this. I'm going to think about things that I can try and do for the channel. I got the board games and the solo RPG stuff that I want to do and try and edit somehow. Oh yes, I tried to bring up people and names. I think it was Adonis Rivera, and then I can't remember the numbers afterward, is somebody that left me a comment, and I'm going to bring this up. Not necessarily because of the person, but it was mentioned that because I have the GoFundMe, it's not just an open-ended wild GoFundMe. He said, you know, well, I'll go with he, but, you know, it's like, it could be just they. They say, you know, you should put a limit on it so that people could try and hit that limit because people like to help. I actually did when I was putting it together because I don't know how much a computer costs. I put a limit of $1,500. I know. It's not an open-ended goes on forever. I'm just trying to get enough money to buy a computer. I hate asking for help. I'm of the age old enough that I don't like asking for help. I know that it's a good thing, and I urge other people to ask for help when you need it, because people like to help. It is a good thing. But I hate doing it myself, even as I tell other people to do it. So yeah, I do have the GoFundMe. It is for just $1,500 because I want a computer that I can play games and edit video and stuff like that on. And right now I don't have anything like that. If I could also replace my PS4, get a PS5, I guess, and get a new Xbox, that'd be awesome, because I'm still paying for my PlayStation Network thing. Because I've got games on it, and if I ever get my account, machine back, I want all that stuff. So, and then I got stuff on the Xbox thing, so I'd like to get those, but those are a side thing maybe one day. But yeah, the GoFundMe with a limit of 1,500, which I know is way more than it would cost. I think I haven't really been able to get through the executive dysfunction and actually research the cost of a computer. The only thing I've seen is for like the laptops at Walmart, and that's I just want a desktop thing. I don't need a laptop. So, but yeah, it's the GoFundMe is there, you know, along with the PayPal and all sorts of stuff like that. There's even an Amazon wish list, but right now since they can't deliver to our home here because it's not under GPS, so Amazon delivers somewhere in the general area, and then you have to go around and try and find the place and ask them if they have your package. But still, thumbs up for that. As stated, I'm going to spend the rest of my day doing this. I'm going to play games. I'm going to keep my mind entertained. I'm going to be working on the solo RPG stuff. I'm going to be trying to break out one of my board games, playing those, because I love those things. I love the solo RPG stuff. I love the solo board gaming stuff. Oh my god, there's so much stuff to do, and yet executive dysfunction. Who I am is who I am because of everything that has happened to me. And things like ADHD and my executive dysfunction, all these things have made me who I am. And I'm pretty happy with who I am. There are some things I have done in the past during my alcohol time that I still torture myself with now, because I wish I could go back and apologize to the people that I hurt. Oh my God. So, yeah. But on the whole, I am happy with who I am. The things that made me me are the things that made me me. And if I changed them, I'd be a different person. So, yay. Still though, you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that is indeed a very good thing. I am also very aware of how much my chair creaks, and I really like sounds like that. So while I move around more than I need to with a lot of creaky things, when I'm sitting here and I go, hey, you take care, and then I creak the chair, I'm creaking the chair on purpose, because that's kind of almost an ASMR type sound for me. And it's a nice, for me, way to end the video, because you just have that sound.